Okay, welcome to another episode of eTrade 101, WCM Capital Limited stock trading platform. You can buy stocks, you can sell stocks, all from a mobile phone. You can open a stock trading account. You can start small. You can open an investment account for the purpose of building capital towards a project you have happening in the next 4 years. There are investment options for you that allows you to invest in some assets that does not have risk. I mean, zero risk. It's possible. You can invest your money on securities that does not have risk at all. Zero risk. Now, there are other securities that have risks, but of course, there are also returns, that compensates for such risks. The point is that you can invest over the long term or the short term. Depends on your objectives. So today I just want to show you how to place a trade. Now, from a dashboard, you can easily, this is the dashboard area here. From the dashboard, you can see your entire portfolio, which part of your investment is inside some stocks, each part of your fund, is locked into some stocks that you've already bought, and which part of it is in cash that you have not spent, and that's what you're looking at. Then the top gainers and losers of the day, that's stocks that have appreciated between the previous day and the current day, and stocks that have lost between the current day and the previous day and the current day, in terms of price. So how do you place a trade? If you have your account displaying DMA enabled, you can place a trade between the hours of 10 a.m. in the morning and 2:15 p.m. in the afternoon. So Monday through Friday. So you go to the breadcrumb here, this 3 dash you have there with a gray background is the menu button there. So you click on the breadcrumb, you click on trade, you want to place a trade. Then there's another sub menu called trade there. Before the trade history, you click on it again. That loads up the trade execution screen. Now from this screen you can place a trade. Now there's a button there. There are some screen-based buttons here. You have the create watch list, you have price triggers, you have simulated portfolios, you have view open trades. Now sometimes you have placed a trade and the trade has not been executed. Why? That's possible because you may have placed a limit trade, or you may have placed a market trade and it has not been filled. What's the meaning of a trade being filled? When you place a trade and there is nobody in the market that is ready to supply that buy trade. In the case of the buy trade, you will need somebody else in the market to pick it up, willing to sell their own stock, such that your buy trade can match your buy and order. Usually we have to match a corresponding selling interest by another party. That's how it works. So basically, if you place a buy trade, for example, and there's nobody in the market ready to sell that particular stock at a time, it might pend, so to speak. So what do you do? So you have a pending trade. So sometimes you have a pending trade for other reasons, not just what I've said. Another reason could be that you placed a limit order, meaning that you have set a price which is not the current price at which people are ready to either buy or sell. Like, it's not the highest price in the market, it's a different price. You have done some analysis and you believe that the price is likely going to either drop or increase, and then you feel for whatsoever reasons that I want to buy this stock I don't believe that this price will continue. It will drop probably at 10 naira currently, and then you feel, given the market conditions in the next few days, I think this price will drop to probably 6 naira or 7 naira from 10 naira. So you may have placed a limit order to say, I want to buy this stock at 7 naira the moment the price comes down to 7 naira, and then you place the trade. It hangs on your account. It becomes what? An open trade, that kind of thing. So let's just go on. I have to create other videos to be able to explain some of these nuances that is related to some of these functions. But today I just want to show you how to place a simple buy and a sell trade. So for a buy trade, the system already has it set on buy. If you want to sell an existing stock you already have, you have to switch this to a sell trade, to a sell option. You click this button here and then you click on sell. For buy, you click on buy. Now your customer number is showing here, your customer ID, which is your user ID, and your CSCS number is showing. Now you see there's a drop down arrow here beside the CSCS number. There's a reason for that. It is possible that you have multiple CSCS numbers. That is possible. For example, you may have two different CSCS numbers for two different kind of investments. You may have a CSCS number for a certain category of stocks. You want to intentionally separate your accounts like that. Or you may have a CSCS number for a dependent, and you are the person that is managing the account. Or you may have a CSCS number for another purpose. It just depends on whatsoever it is that you have as a reason for separating your investment portfolios. Sometimes it happens. So when you have more than one CSCS number in the clearinghouse holding different investments, you will have the CSCS numbers showing here. And if you want to sell a stock that is on a certain CSCS number, you would have to select that particular CSCS number, because the stock that you are having on that CSCS number will not be showing on the other one, which he's not having the stock. Or you want to buy a stock for the CSCS number of that dependent that you have, then you have to be sure of that number before you place your order. That's very important. So let's assume you have selected the CSCS number that corresponds to the position you are trying to initiate the buy or the sell order for. Then in this case I'm demonstrating a buy order, so I selected a buy, I select the CSCS number, I select the stock here. So let's say I want to buy Dover. Then you see, the moment I select the stock, something changed on the screen. The price of that stock came up. You have this maroon background section coming up. It's showing you the last price of Dover as at today, which is 11.95. It's showing you today's change, 0.00. The reason is because there's no change. I want to pick a stock that has experienced a change today. I want to pick a banking stock. Banking stocks always go through frequent changes because they are heavily traded. So I'm choosing First Bank, which is FBNH. That's a symbol. So please, you can look up symbols. Just Google, use your Google search. You just type First Bank Nigeria stock code, something like that. The symbol will show. Then it will come up with the price. Oh, there's no change as well on First Bank today. Sorry, I'm trying to pick a stock with change. So let me choose Dangote. Does it have a change? No change as well. Diamond Bank, no change. Dunlop, no change. excuse me, let me look at my homepage. Let me look at top gainers for today. Okay, Access Bank has experienced a change today, so sorry, let's go back there. So pick Access Bank from the stock symbol list. Access. Oh, good, that's it. So we have the last price of Access Bank today is 10.50. That's 10.10 naira 50 kobo. Today's change now is showing you the percentage of change that has happened on this stock between yesterday's price and today's activity. That's showing that 2.43% of activity has happened of change has happened to this price. So it's comparing yesterday's price and today's price as at the time that I am looking at it. So it's looking at the bid size here. It's showing you the volume of the bid. I think the bid is talking about the volume of orders that have gone in for the sell. Yes, that's a sell. Then for the ask, which is the buy, it's showing. Sorry, I'm not a stockbroker, but I think the bid is talking about the sell side. The ask is the buy side. Excuse me, I'm trying to look that up quite a bit. Bid and ask. Stock. What is that? Bid and ask price are market terms representing supply and demand. Okay, sell. Bid is the sell. Okay, and demand, that's the buy. Okay. I think that makes it clear for us. So the bid is the sell. I was correct. So the ask is the buy. So it's showing you the volume of orders that has been sold today. So 7.9 million naira volume worth of Access Bank stock has been sold. 890,000 naira worth of Access Bank stock have been bought, meaning that the supply side, which is the sell side, is heavier than the buy side in terms of volume. You understand? So that's that. So order type, this section is important. There are two types of orders that you can place. You can place a market order. A market order means I want to buy this stock at the current price that I'm seeing on my screen. I'm not interested in waiting for the price to change. I just want to buy it. Buy it now as soon as I place this order. Now, buy. For as long as there are people there ready to sell, just keep taking it up from them at this price. So that's the meaning of market option here. Now, the second option here is limit. If you click on limit, a new text area comes up, which is price limit. If I did not choose limit, that box will not come up. Let me change it. See, it's gone. If I choose limit, that box will come up. This price limit box is coming up because I chose limit. Why? Price limit means that I want to set a price different from the price that is currently showing on my screen. Usually people do this because of an anticipation that the current price of a stock will not hold in the next few days or in the next few weeks, as the case may be. The point is that they are anticipating that this price will drop from 10.5 to 8 naira, 7 naira, whatsoever, and then they go ahead and place a limit order. So to place a limit order, you have to clear all the zeros here. Make sure you clear it, and then you type your limit price. But I'm not trying to do that here. So you take your decision. As soon as you do that, you set your quantity. Set your quantity. You can set any quantity limit you have to buy. Now I want to advise that you make some room for the charges. There are some charges that applies to transactions, and those charges does not usually exceed 1.35% of the total value of our order. So what I would advise is that you leave some room in your account in terms of fund to accommodate for charges. So you type the quantity here you want to buy, and then you write date limit. Date limit here is valid for limit order. That means that you're trying to set the maximum date that you want that limit order to continue to hold in the market. Meaning that beyond that day, you are not sure that your prediction or your anticipation is going to, crystallize or happen. And then you want to set that date. You are giving the system an instruction that beyond this date, do not continue with my order. So as soon as you do that, you don't need to fill this box that says instructions. You just go ahead and preview your order. Now, on this other screen, if you look at the downside here, it's showing your portfolio holdings. It's showing the current, stocks that you have on your account. Especially for people that want to sell, that want to place a sell order. You want to be able to check which stocks do I have, how much quantity of that stock do I have, so that you'll be able to take a decision as to imputing the quantity of the stock that you want to sell. Then the top bids. This top bids is showing the top 5 bid for the current stock I chose here. So this top 5 bid is showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top 5 people trying to bid for the stock, trying to buy the stock. So somebody is ready to buy at 10.40, another person 10.25, 10.20, 10.15, 10.10. The current price of this stock is 10.50, meaning that you are seeing all of these because they are pending orders. They want to buy it at a price that is less than the current market price. So they are actually limit orders. So if you have also placed a limit order for a certain volume at a price different from the current price, if your volume is as high or higher a little than 100,000, it's prioritizing by price. If your price is above 10.10, for example, you fall your order will display as well on this list for every other person in the market. The same thing applies to the sell side as well. So that's how to place an order, a buy order, a sell order, or a limit order. Thank you for the time.